A common question we hear from investors curious about opening a self-directed retirement account is a self-directed IRA going to be more expensive than my traditional retirement account? In this video, I'm going to break down the costs, compare them to traditional IRAs and 401k plans. And I'm going to help you decide whether rolling over your retirement funds into a self-directed IRA might be worth it for you. First, a quick refresher. A traditional IRA or 401k is usually held at a brokerage or bank. You're really limited to conventional investments like stocks or bonds or mutual funds. Fees are often built into the cost of trading or the expense ratios of funds you own. And usually these fees aren't very transparent. So unless you are reviewing your retirement plan statements, you're likely don't even know what your fees are paying. But because these are more complex, you'll typically need a regulated custodian or administrator who specializes in handling these accounts instead of a brokerage or a bank. Are self-directed IRAs more expensive? Well, the short answer is yes. Self-directed IRAs usually come with higher visible fees than traditional accounts. But you are really paying for is ability to take control of your retirement funds and invest in what you want. So let's break down why. Setup fees. Many custodians charge a one-time setup fee to establish your account and in some cases, create an LLC for checkbook control. Traditional IRAs rarely have setup costs. Annual fees. Instead of being free to hold a brokerage account, self-directed IRAs often have a flat annual fee or asset-based fees to cover compliance, record keeping, and, of course, IRS reporting. Transaction or asset fees. Depending on which custodian you choose, if you're buying a real estate property, wiring funds, holding multiple private investments, you may see additional per transaction charges. With traditional accounts, you might just pay small trading commissions or fund expenses. So, yes, dollar for dollar, the administration of a self-directed IRA tends to cost a bit more upfront and annually. But here's the other side of the story. Traditional retirement accounts often look cheaper because fees are baked in to mutual funds, expense ratios, advisory fees, and trading costs. Over decades, those can quietly add up to tens of thousands of dollars, especially as the value of your account grows. With a self-directed IRA, most costs are transparent. You see exactly what you're paying each year. For investors who make fewer transactions or hold long-term assets like real estate, the higher annual fees may actually be small compared to the hidden costs of traditional investments. When does paying more make sense? If you want access to alternative assets that you believe will outperform the market, or if you like having direct control over your retirement money, a self-directed IRA can be worth every penny. And if the value of your account is substantial, paying a flat annual fee can also save you a significant amount of money versus paying 1 or 2% each year in a traditional account. On the other hand, if you're comfortable sticking with index funds or traditional securities, a low-cost brokerage IRA is probably the cheaper and simpler route. To sum it up, yes, self-directed IRAs typically have higher visible fees than traditional accounts, but the hidden fees and fees based on asset value can often be higher within a traditional account. With a self-directed IRA, you're getting additional freedom, flexibility, and of course, control over the investments you can access anywhere else, and you get potentially higher returns. The key is deciding whether the opportunity outweighs the price. If the answer for you is yes, a self-directed IRA is worth it for me, you can keep your potential costs down by choosing a custodian with no asset value fees, no transaction fees, and a low flat annual fee like IRA Financial. Schedule a consultation using the link in the description below to connect with a new account specialist who can answer any questions you have about pricing, or setting up a self-directed IRA. Thanks for watching.